All right, we apologize for those technical difficulties on YouTube. We're set to go back to green flag for the restart. Ashton Crowder and Kyle Holden on the front row as we're ready to go back to green. Lights are back on. Milliken makes the pass. All stay in single file right now. We're going to restart the stream. We'll be right back in just a moment. All right, we welcome you back. We apologize for those technical difficulties as we get back into the action. Crowder still leading on Kyle Milliken with a 7/10 of a second lead. Stage ends at lap 90. Battle on track at the front of the field. Lind as well trying to close back in on the 33. Line down, Ryan Chapman close to the Milliken. Good battle happening here. Another good battle happening behind Mayberry. Passing Zarco for 9 spots. Zarco final point at the moment with 3 to go in stage 2. File particularly Josh Aaron, who's got a big gap, 2 seconds behind Chris Lind. Holden, meanwhile, still not giving up on Milliken. The gap is increasing for sure. We'll show you the gap, how much it's increasing last time by. Milliken faster for of the last 5 laps. Pits are closed. The rest of stage 2. Lap underway in stage number 2 for Ashton Crowder in the target number 42. He's led all the laps so far today and will pick up his second playoff point of the season. 1.6 second lead on Kyle Milliken. Sees the green and white checkered flags. Kyle Milliken finishing second. Ashton Crowder winning stage number 2. And you see that, he can't fake me there. Now, what I'm talking about is, when I logged on to all my equipment, our live timing popped up and it said Kyle Larson. because it was on a different file. This guy tried to fake me out for throwback reasons. Ashton Crowder wins stage 2. We'll step aside and be back with you in about 30 seconds. Leaders in the pits. Two drivers staying out, Dylan Hastings and Tyler Isley. So Crowder in. Lap number 93. So 93 laps he went, so keep that in mind. A couple of drivers making their first pit stops of the race. That means his next stop projected to be around lap 185 to go the distance. So Crowder wins the race off of pit road. As Crowder decides, yeah, you know what? Let's go make a charge up to the front. Bathroom break time. Trust me, I know Ashton well. This is what he does. I'm not kidding. So, Holden and Bergoli make their first stops of the evening along with Ashton Crowder, as Hastings and Isley will be the front row when we come back to green. Stay with us. We are set to go back to the green flag. Ashton Crowder will restart in 19th position, just for fun. So Tyler Isley and Dylan Hastings on road number 1. Kyle Holden and Kyle Milliken on the freshest tires in road number 2. Stanford Mayberry and Paul Bergoli on road 3. Jimmy Carr, Jeremy Zarfos, road 4. Justin Delts, Ryan Chapman round out the top 10. So a new leader for the first time today in Dylan Hastings. He selects the inside line. The control car firing later than normal. Tries to fake out Isley. Back to green and clears. Milliken trying to get to the inside on those pressured tires for second position on the racetrack. To get the run, he is on the charge with the Warner tires on the outside. Looking for the exit. Milliken, much better grip, could get it on the bottom. He stays side by side. He does. Up dipping to the driver of the number 10 goes, and it's closing in on Hastings for the lead. It's the Biggie Bag versus Milliken in the Dodge. As Hastings continues to lead, the battle is on for the top spot. Milliken looking to lead his first laps today. He led laps last week at Daytona. Only led one lap in the race last week. Does he have the position? He does. Pressure tires the point. Milliken leading. Kyle Holden is in third. Paul Perot has only been able to get to fifth in a battle with Stan Mayberry. What can Kyle Holden do in this battle? Makes the pass. While we were at it, as Kyle Milliken has an 0.8 of a second lead to Dylan Hastings. Turn up that volume, it's time to crank it up. We apologize for all the audio when we're green flag race. I didn't realize our audio was up that high. And there you see Ashton Crowder making a move. He's only gone to 14. Normally he's in the top 10 by now, sometimes top 5. But nope, 14, not the restart he wanted. Stan Mayberry just getting a pass done on Hastings. He takes away the 4th position. Got a battle for the lead heating up. Kyle Holden looking for the first battle for the lead on at least a 5 lap plus run. He is right there. The Daytona 300 winner takes a run to the inside. Milliken a little loose, and he's got it. Kyle Milliken to the lead. Excuse me, Kyle Holden beats Kyle Milliken as the caution waves for Steve Stripmatter, and Bill Hull also involved as well. And Holden, I think, was the leader at the moment of caution. Here's what happened to Steve, and I think that's the second accident of the evening. Crowell comes up into him and just turns. I think he was trying to help out Stripmatter on the front side and try and make him safe, and then there's Bill Hull in the aftermath. Here's another angle. Look at that Tokyo drift for a moment. I think if Crowd doesn't make contact on the second side, I think Steve personally saves it. And here's the onboard Stripmatter. We're going to watch this from the rear end as well. There's Bill Hull, and they're going to watch his perspective. Out. So as we are under the caution flag once again. Keep it right here with you. You know what? We've got 2 to green, so we'll step aside here real quick. We'll come back to green with the restart. Kyle Holden leads.
With the Butt Kicker Gamer 2, what you see and what you hear is what you feel. Butt Kicker. The future is feeling.
We are back and we are right on time. Holden and Milliken bring the field back to green. Holding serve, Bergoli looking to get back to second and try and battle Holden outside of Crowder. Both Holden and Bergoli have been the 2 best cars here today. Staying single file amongst the top 3. Mayberry and Zarfos go a groove higher. Barr running the low line, looking for the top 5 spot. How about Mayberry and Zarfos tonight? Each starting from 25th and 26th respectively, up to 4th and 5th, and Alan Crowell and Don DeGroot going to pit road. Top 3 all under a blanket. Bergoli goes a groove higher, sees if he can get the banking off of turn 4 to set up the pass in the corners. He can't. As the battle for the lead starts to shape up. Holden pulls away, Bergoli looking on Milliken. Jeremy Zarfos, by the way, in 5th, just set his best lap of the day with a 24.23. That time by, he's a 10th and a half off. Jimmy Barr takes it down to the bottom for 5th. "19 drivers on the lead lap. 24 of them on track still. Nice slider from Barr to get up to 5th spot. Mark Zakosi is back in this race. This guy was spun out earlier, was in a wreck, and he's up to 7th. This has been a nice rebound for him. He's got a top 10 car, that's for sure, in this race. And look who else is coming. Ashton Crowder, the stage 1 and 2 winner. And now Zakosi on the attack on Zarfos. Ooh, but Zakosi a little bit loose off the corner. and Crowder wants to go with him. This is starting to be a mess. Oh, Ryan Broderick off track. Caution's out. That is in turn number 4. We did have a change for second, by the way, we've been trying to show you. Show you what happened here first with the pass for second, and George Wood is still on the track. I think he's just trying to wait for the leaders to go by. Trying to see if we have that pass for second with Bergoli. Yep, here it is. That's a good pass from Bergoli. Milliken tried to cross over, but didn't work. Here's what happened to George Wood. Was Broderick a part of this too? Yep, you see the 5 behind. Oh, there was contact first. He had to check up on, I think that was Bingaman, and David Courier is also involved. Let's see. George Wood's onboard's going to tell us the details. That car got the wall. I think that was Bingaman. And here's Broderick. Hard crash for both of them. A tough break for George Wood. He had a phenomenal top 10 finish last week at Daytona, a finish in his debut that even after not even running the duels or the clash, he's definitely not disappointed about there for sure. Stay with you here as Kyle Holden leads, and we got a stacked up front row. We can tell you Ashton Crowder is in 6th position. Mark Sikosi up in 5th, and engine just went kaboom under caution. So the driver's trying to let leaders go by. Keep it right here with you. So 119 laps are in the books. We hope you were enjoying this matchup. And again, we apologize for the technical difficulties that we've had throughout the night on our main feed on YouTube. Thank goodness for backups on Facebook and Twitch. Kyle Holden and Paul Pergoli, the front row. The 77 selects the inside. Kyle Milliken and Stan Mayberry, row 2. Mark Sikosi, Ashton Crowder, row 3. Josh Aaron and Chris Lynn, and Ryan Chapman, row number 4, and Chris Lynn. Dylan Hastings, row number 5. We come back to green. There goes Holden. He sets off into turn 1. Milliken trying to clear Bergoli. That'd be big for the 77. Milliken's got the pass stuck. Mark Sikosi's up to 4th. Can he clear up on Mayberry? Can't squeeze up. And the 48 one-main throwback for Elliott Sadler is up to 5th. You go back to 2nd. Can Milliken clear the 33? The answer is yes for now. But back behind them, it's a Hornets nest for 4th on back. Watch this 42 closely. He could get involved in this. He's got battles on top of battles on top of the leader. Bad exit for Mark Sikosi. Crowder wanted 5th of the line. I think he edged him out there, though. Sikosi loose once again. Meanwhile, it's Mayberry and Crowder for 4th spot. See if the 42 has it. That got close there. Mayberry washed up the track on corner exit and opens the door for Mark Sikosi to try and take over. Nice work there. Tyler Isley trying to rebound. Looking to pass Jimmy Barr for 10th. Isley now the 2nd biggest mover of the race. He started in 29th of 30th. He's up to 9th. Barr checks up. Ryan Chapman trying to take over. Can't make the pass work. Go to 2nd position, Kyle Milliken and Paul Brigoli. Brigoli loose off the corner. Right on board with the 33. It's a good battle on track here, folks. Last time by, who was faster? Milliken by 200s. He's been faster in 4 of the last 5 laps. Milliken picking up the pace once more, that time by, oh my, that was dead even. Now wait till you see Ashton Crowder close in on this. However, though, he was a 10th slower than Milliken and Brigoli. Let's go back to 7th. Chris Lynn is on the charge on Josh Aaron. Let's see if he's got this pass to stick. I think he can clear up. He can. Nice move from Randy Lynn's son. You got Hastings looking to go up around the outside. And look at this. Inside he goes on Mark Sikosi. 6 plates battle is on the line. See if Sikosi can fight back. They put it on the same lap at lap 92. Nearly touch it in the corner. Josh Aaron still in this battle. It's been a very consistent top 10 run for the driver, the 00 as well. We have yet to talk about him a lot in this race, like we've had for both Lynn and Sikosi. 84 clears. Now you go back to 2nd spot. Milliken Brigoli, the 10 car, loose off of 2. Absolutely what Kyle Holden wants to see happen behind him. His gap has opened up to 1.6 seconds. And you've got Ashton Crowder closing on in. There he is. Sneakily waiting. Watch this. Up to 30 goes. That's like an all-star move from the 42. He's just dirt tracking it like Kyle Larson up on the high side. Milliken sees that coming, just opens the door, and Ashton Crowder is up to 2nd spot. So step aside here and go to break. It's Kyle Holden currently leading on Ashton Crowder, Kyle Milliken, Paul Pergoli, and Chris Lynn. We go side by side. Stay with us. We're back here with live coverage of the Randy Lynn 200 here at the Rockingham Speedway. It's been a fun night of racing here. Kyle Holden currently leading Ashton Crowder by 2.3 seconds. Hey, make sure to join us next week when the National Sim Racing League makes the trip to the Atlanta Motor Speedway. Trouble, hang on that thought. Stan Mayberry is around, and the caution will fly. Great save from the one main car. There was one other car that was involved. We can't confirm you the details on that. But we'll show you once again with a better angle. Hey, Hastings had already scraped the wall. See how the 3 car did that. We'll have to rewind the footage here. Oh, Mayberry's car was slowing. Like he was set to come into the pits and just went really wide for the 3. They catch the wall, and there is Tyler Isley and Briggs Swope. And that's not the yellow you're gonna want if you're Kyle Holden. And everybody is coming into pit road for what's likely the final stop of the race. You can go 92 laps on a full tank of Sunoco fuel and tires. And we have under 60 laps to go in this race. Could be the money stop here. You watch Holden and Crowder, they'll come in at the same time. Holden on the Gyp Jack first. Better off of it. It will be Holden, and then Crowder, good battle for 3rd out. Bergoli edges out Milliken, and 5th is Chris Lynn. We'll keep it right here with you. You know what? Let's check here if this is 2 to go. A couple of drivers set to receive waiver rounds. This is still 2 to go, so we'll step aside one more time and get another break in. Restart coming up next.
With the Butt Kicker Gamer 2, what you see and what you hear is what you feel. Butt Kicker. The future is feeling.
We're ready to go back to the restart here at Rockingham Speedway. Next week, tune in for the Speed Demon Setups 250 at the Atlanta Motor Speedway. 163 laps, start time 8:45 p.m. right here on the National Sim Racing League family of networks. Appreciate you all tuning on in tonight as we get set to go for the final 55 laps or so. Kyle Holden and Ashton Crowder on row 1, Paul Pergoli and Chris Lynn row 2, Josh Aaron, Mark Sikosi, row 3. Jimmy Barr, Ryan Chapman, row 4. Jeremy Zarfos, Justin Dilton, row number 5. Holding the control car instead of Crowder this time for the first time tonight. Crowder is in second on the front row. Ooh, Crowder was trying to time it. Let's back and we're going racing again. Crowder getting a little feisty there. He wants it badly. Lynn clearing Aaron for 4th. Crowder can't close in on Holden a lot just yet. Ryan Chapman on Jimmy Barr for 7th. Ahead of them, they stay single file as they continue on. Ooh, Chapman tied up the track. That got close there. Zarfo somehow cannot clear. But the battle for the lead heating up. Holden, Crowder, and Brigoli, the top 3 on the track. Your best 3 cars here today. And 3 of 5 different leaders in this race. Sorry, 2 of 5 different leaders in this race. Brigoli yet to lead today. Holden and Crowder have. Crowder has led the most laps in this one. And here he comes. He wants that first win of the season. After having a chance last week at Daytona and losing. Holden taking the win in a photo finish after Sikosi's slingshot came just a bit too late. $50 to go this time by here at Rockingham. Jimmy Barr closing in on Mark Sikosi for 6th. Quiet night for Jimmy Barr. Sikosi in a wreck earlier. You see that right rear quarter panel damage on his end. But has been able to make a nice recovery up to 6th spot. Opens the door for the 60. By the way, Chris Lynn last time by. Best lap of the day, 24:07 for him. Not the fastest lap of the race. That belongs to Crowder at a 23.85. We go back to 6th. Barr's trying everything. Nothing though really working out. Milliken starting to close in. What in the world happened to him after stage number 2? I think he wanted to make a comeback attempt like Ashton Crowder did. Remember, this guy led earlier, but is faded. Tried a different pit road strategy to get fresher tires at one time on a restart compared to the leaders. But the strategy did not work. Took him a tough time to try and rebound. And is in 9th. Zarfos up to Jimmy. Paul Pergoli, by the way, last time by as you watch the pass from Milliken to get by Zarfos up to 8th. Paul Pergoli last time by, best lap for him today at a 23.89. It was 400ths off of the best lap today. 2 drivers in the pits, Briggs Swope and Stan Mayberry, by the way. In 29th, Zach Hinson, now on track. Didn't realize he got out there. This continues to be your battle for the race lead. Let's look at the last 5 laps and see who the faster car is. Crowder has it in 3 of the last 5. He was nearly 400ths quicker last time by, closing in with some of the draft. It was 700ths quicker that time. Here is the time comparison in the last 10 laps. Just about even. That's how much they're separated by on the track. Again, all drivers good to go on pit stops. If we do perhaps get a late race caution, do we see some drivers take some insurance stops? Use a fresher set of tires? In my opinion, it will depend on what the leader does. If you're fresh and worn on worn, it's nearly equal. But fresh on worn, you're nearly past the leader in about 3 to 5 laps or so. That's the big thing, as Crowder got tight off of turn 2, nearly lost it. Let's go mid-pack. Ryan Chapman up 4 spots from today. Been involved in a wreck or 2, closing in on the biggest mover of the race in Jeremy Zarfos. Ford and a Dodge was your closest battle for right now as we head back to the front. Crowder is coming closer and closer. Crowder took a bigger set than Holden did at front of Valence. Touched the splitter there for a moment. Under 40 laps to go. Lap traffic ahead. I believe that's Courier in the 03, it is. Let the leaders go by, and that means Crowder have to take the low line. A little lower of an entry for Crowder compared to Holden, and he is right there. That time by, let's look at the gap. Nearly 500ths of a second faster. Here comes Brigoli to enter this battle. Shuts the door on Crowder. The 42 crosses over. Does he go for the slide job? Crowder to the point. Here comes Brigoli for second. Fantastic racing as Ashton Crowder goes to the point. 160 laps are in the books, and it's Young Money out in front of the field. We're going to step aside as Crowder leads, go side by side. 165 laps are complete here. And the Radulin 200. Ashton Crowder leads, has opened his gap up to 6.5 tenths on Paul Brigoli and Kyle Holden. We go to a battle for 7th spot on the racetrack. Mark Sikosi has been starting to fade back in these last couple of laps. Remember, on a long run, he does not like it at all. He's very good on the quicker runs. In the long run, he starts to use up way too much of his tires. But he's fallen back to 9th because of it. It's Ryan Chapman who makes the pass. Battle's still not over yet, that's for sure. See the 2 car trying to fight back, but nothing working there. Let's go to Robbie Bice. 2 drivers with no front bumpers in a battle for 12th. Jimmy Barr up there as well in that battle as Barr tries to make the pass work on Crowell. And your best battle on the racetrack. Bice had a really fast car in the early goings of this race, was inside the top 5 at one point. And then one point he got loose but saved it, and it just lost all of his momentum. Bice makes the pass work. We look at Zarfos and Chapman once again for 7th. Chapman trying to close in. I think he's got anything as of right now. 27 laps to go here in the Randy Lynn 200 at Rockingham. Let's take this opportunity to give you a full field rundown for the first time today. 14 drivers are on the lead lap with only 20 drivers on the racetrack. Ashton Crowder leads by about a half second on Paul Brigoli, 2nd spot. And in 3rd is Kyle Holden. Chris Lynn in his father's race having a great night in 4th position. Josh Aaron is in 5th. That's a good battle there between him and Kyle Milliken. 7th position is Jeremy Zarfels in that battle happening at the moment. With Ryan Chapman in 8th, Mark Sikosi running in 9th. Dylan Hastings having a good night in 10th position, up 12 spots. Justin Diltz running in 11th. You got Robbie Bice in 12th. Alan Crowell 13th. Jimmy Barr and Alan Crowell actually making a battle for 13th spot. Last drivers on the lead lap. Then you've got David Courier, first guy laps down in 15th. However, though, is 2 laps behind. Actually make that 3 laps behind. Houston Stevenson, been a rough night for him, currently in 16th position. Don DeGroot runs in 17th, 4 laps down. Brian Preslar 18th, 5 laps down. Greg Swope currently in 19th position with the Clint Boyer throwback. George Wood, the last car on track, in 20th. We've lost 1/3 of the field tonight. Out of the race, Stan Mayberry, Tyler Isley, Jaden Bigeman, Ryan Broderick, Bill Hull, Steve Stripmatter, Brian Wiggins, David Smeal, Zach Hinson, and David Salter. Ryan Chapman and Jeremy Zarfels have a long run car. They have gotten back, one of them has gotten past Josh Aaron. Jeremy Zarfels out of the JZP Racing Camp. Ryan Chapman driving for Elevated Motorsports. I believe this is the longest green flag run of the day we have had so far. So you watch the battle for 6th. Zarfos, biggest mover on the track from 26th to 6th. This would be a big win for the drive to 99 if he can get this done. In terms of the stats side of things, for Jeremy Zarfos, This would be his 9th top 10 of his career. Only 3 top 5s with the series. So it would be a big, would be a great run for him. Chris Lynn in the 84 in his father's race. This has been, it's really awesome to see, that's for sure. And Chris Lynn with a 4th place finish. This would be the 2nd top 5 he has ever had in the National Sim Racing League. If we look at everything else on the Cup Series side of things, to be specific, for Jeremy Zarfels, going back to him, if he can get up to Kyle Milliken in 5th spot, Milliken though has a pretty fast car, it would be his first top 5 and his 2nd top 10 with the series. So I'd go a long, long way. Chris Lynn, as I go back to him, this would be his first ever top 5 in the Cup Series. Best finish is a 9th place finish that happened at Atlanta. 16 laps to go as Ashton Crowder continues to lead. When we come back, we're taking you to the finish at the Rocks. Stay with us. We welcome you back to live coverage here of the Randy Lynn 200. We've got 11 laps to go for Ashton Crowder for his first win of the season, and what has absolutely been the best race for Crowder of the season, of course. We've had 2 races in. He's led the most laps in this race. He's been able to get by Paul Pergoli and Kyle Holden on our longest run of this race, 10 laps away from taking victory. A great run tonight for Paul Pergoli. Last week in his Cup Series debut with a 29th place finish. Got involved in a wreck, but led 2 laps in the race. And this is a solo team, by the way. Drives for his own team, Pergoli Esports. And a great run for the Floridian. The Daytona 300 winner, and Kyle Holden, I'm sure he'll be pleased with a podium finish as long as he can survive it. Kyle Milliken has been on the charge in these last couple of laps. Of course, the guy ahead in Chris Lynn, 25.56 to Milliken's 24.85. Tried some late race strategy, and for Milliken, it just has not worked out to his liking. Ryan Chapman's second season. He joined us late in the year at Las Vegas. This would be his second best finish of the season. Of course, last week at Daytona with the elevated camp, finishing in 5th spot. At the end of the season, in the 5 races he was with us, his best finish was 14th. So a great run for him. Milliken is up there now with Chris Lane. Battle for 4th is on the line. What are you thinking here if you're Milliken? If we get a late race yellow between 2 and 5 laps to go, is he back in the hunt for the win? It's going to be tough to go from 4th up to 1st. He's 12 seconds back, of course, on the race leader, Ashton Crowder. Holden 4 seconds back. Bergoli 2.5 back. Milliken makes that pass look easy. We're right on board as he made the pass work. Look how much he was feathering the throttle. One of the best 1 and 2s I think I've seen today, in my opinion. There's your leader, Kyle Larson, as he tried to fake trick me earlier. He actually kind of did. I literally thought it was Kyle Larson. And I'm like, wait a second, that's Ashton Crowder, isn't it? We like to have fun with each other, that's for sure. 2 laps to go for the Target 42. Will be his first win of the season. Unofficially would put him in the playoffs. Just riding the high side like Young Money does. Right on board with him in the final lap. 2.3 second lead. Led all the laps in the first 2 stages. Pit stops lap 93. He decided to come in, then fall the back to put up the Crowder challenge. And he made it successful. Turn number 4. Ashton Crowder, first win this season. He wins the Randy Lynn 200. All things quiet as Ashton Crowder puts bullseye in victory lane. Great long run to the end. Rocky start tonight in the first stage. Much better stage 2. And an incredible stage 3 with, I think we only had 1 caution in stage number 3. As Mr. Crowder gets to light it up. Beautiful donuts, as we'll get your top 3 on in here shortly. Puts it in the wall and just tries to find victory lane.
Good race in there. Milliken and Chapman at the end. That was awesome.
Does a little smoke in victory lane as he puts it in there. So it's time to talk with our top 3 finishers. I don't know how he blew it up like that as coming to a stop. 3rd place finisher Kyle Holden. Kyle, talk about your run today. Very fast car staying up there near the front.
Oh, yeah, we had a great car. It was a good short run car. Lasted for about 30, 35 laps, and then it just kind of fell off and was so loose I had to save it so many times. we had to lead there for a little bit, and I was hoping that Crowder would have maybe got messed up and something in the back, but he ended up getting the win. We had nothing for him.
Absolutely a good run for you. Positives you take away, of course, 2 races, 2 podiums.
Yeah, it's pretty wild. Coming year's rookie year or rookie season here for me. Um, Obviously not a rookie to the service here, but looking forward to the season. Hopefully we can get a whole bunch more podiums here and maybe get into the playoffs.
Who do you want to give shout-outs to tonight?
I got to give shout outs to Speed Demon Setups. You guys up in the booth, you guys do a wonderful job. Mark, Justin, Fourth Elevated, and Air Affordable SEO. Just huge thanks to all of them. Great racing out there.
Great run tonight, Kyle. Congrats.
Appreciate it.
Kyle Holden with a 3rd place finish. Paul Pergoli, our 2nd place finisher. Paul, a great 2nd place run for you tonight, man. Just talk about your race.
Oh, it was a good one, man. The lifted made Chevy was strong. It was hectic there towards the end to get through those lap cars, but we pulled it through. Yeah, it's just all around solid race. Good group of cars there.
I think you're the only guy in this series that actually rides solo in your own team. What's the mindset like in that with no teammates?
On these type of tracks, it's fine. When you get to the super speedways, it's a little bit lonely out there on the track. But I race solo anyway, so what can it hurt? Besides, you make friends out there. It helps you out in the long run.
It was a good run, man. Who do you want to give shout-outs to tonight?
I'll give it to Lifted Made, Team Watson for supplying that fast setup, and yeah, man, the NSRL for putting it on, and you for broadcast.
We'll let you go, man. Great run tonight.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
2nd place finish for Paul Brigoli, and now we'll take you into victory lane as we'll talk with your race winner first of the season. Kyle Larson is in victory lane. Oh, wait, just kidding. It's Ashton Crowder. Crowd, good run for you, man, tonight. Man, that was a fast car.
Yeah, it was. Our I just saw my avatar thing pop up. Our what is it? Target Chevrolet was really good today. Everybody at Chip Ganassi Racing really did a great job as usual. They work really hard over there at Concord, so right next to the airport. They don't have to go far for this one. So it was a good little home track race for us. I've had a lot of success here in the Truck Series back in like 2013 or something. And yeah, I just gotta thank Daddy up on the Spire stand, and I forgot what his crew chief was on 2017, but that guy too.
What's the mindset like as a driver with a long run like that and pulling off the Crowder Challenge successfully, especially when it was a track that, I mean, you had some competitors out there tonight.
Yeah, that was probably the hardest race I've had here in this league, probably so far with like the new package stuff. I mean, it was the whole time I couldn't let up. I don't really think I had it was Chad Johnson, by the way. That was crew chief. Shout out Chad. Um, but I don't think I've really had any time to kind of sit back and relax. I know in a lot of the races prior, if people were faster on long run, I could just kind of like sit out short run and kind of mirror it and do my own thing that way. But I had no choice but to push here, so that was a lot of fun. I got really sweaty. Um, so yeah, I really enjoyed that. But Paul, Kyle, they all put up a really good fight, and I'm really thankful for that. I haven't really been able to race anything in months, so coming back to this and having success pretty much right off the get-go, except for Daytona, and really means a lot.
Next week, we've got a good one in Atlanta. Not the new Atlanta. Still got the abrasive baby. What do you expect for that one next week?
I think that's on the plate package, so that's probably going to be pretty wild. I haven't gotten a chance to try that. That was kind of they went to there on my hiatus, so to speak. So my sabbatical. So I don't really know. I guess it'll play out kind of like it uh, did in real life, a lot too wide. With it being the old surface, though, I think we'll see a lot more ability to pass and move up. I don't really know if I'll be near the wall there. I don't really think that would bode well for me, but yeah, I think overall it'll be fun though. I'm really looking forward to it.
Who do you want to give shout outs to on the run, man?
You know, everybody at Chip Ganassi Racing, like I said before, you know, they did a heck of a job this week and getting me prepared and everything. Chad, you know, Chip, our test tunnel in Pennsylvania, the wind tunnel out back. I forget what that. It's like maybe it's Aerodyne. I don't know. You for putting on the broadcast, Mark and everybody. I want to say a quick shout out to Kayla. She's supposed to be our race control tonight, but apparently she is very sick right now. I think it's just pneumonia from what I heard. Hopefully it's nothing more and she'll be okay. I think she went to the hospital, so hopefully that'll be all right. And shout out Steph Curry.
Well, good run for you, and you know what Chip says. He likes winners, so great run.
He does. $10 million contract coming up.
All right, man. Talk to you soon.
See ya.
Ashton Crowder with the win tonight as we bring you our official results. Great win for Ashton Crowder as he takes the win by 2.5 seconds on Paul Pregoli and only leaves 8 drivers on the lead lap. Great run tonight for Chris Lynn. It was a 6th place finish. Was not his first top 5, so falls back 2 spots after when we had talked with them. Nice rebound for Milliken up to 4th. Sikosi stayed in 9th after his tire issues, but he went a lap down though. As we take a look here at the rest of the field, you see 19 through 28. Tough break for Tyler. Obviously, it was a rough night. Was in the mid-pack to the back pretty much the entire night. Wiggins had 4, I think it was either 3 or 4, I think it was 3 spins and he gave up. So then there you see the rest of the results there. So that'll do it for us. Again, next week, Atlanta Motor Speedway for the Speed Demon Setups 250. Our start time, 8:45 p.m. on the family of NSRO networks. So that will do it for our broadcast tonight. On behalf of everyone at the National Sim Racing League, Mark Sikosi and Justin Diltz, Marty Sakala signing off. Congratulations to Ashton Crowder. He picks up his first win of the season at The Rock. So long, everyone.